That sounds so bad.
Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. Thought we'd catch up with our buddy Myles today as he's getting his black 1963 Pontiac ready to sell. As you may have seen recently, he bought a similar 63 Pontiac but with a V8 and buckets and console, so he's going to sell the black car. And of course, right before you go to sell something, what happens? It breaks. So he's going to take us through the repairs on the 63 Pontiac. The flex plate had failed. You guys let us know if you've seen this. I think I've seen similar repairs. It looks like a fatigue fail to me. Kind of an interesting repair, and we do like an interesting failure. Not that the repair is a failure. Hope you guys enjoy. Cheers.
Okay, it's a lazy Sunday afternoon or morning still, and what are we doing? I have sold this car already, but recently discovered that it needs a fix, and it seems unfair to hand it off to the next guy. So I'm going to sign up to get her done as quickly as possible. Here's our replacement flex plate that my buddy Sean fired out to me. Such a good guy. And we're going to hop underneath this thing and take a look. I was under here a few days ago and discovered that the flex plate can move even though all the bolts are tight to the crank. I removed the bolts on the converter and backed it up and got in there with wrenches and tried to tighten things. They are super tight already, the bolts to the back of the crank on this 230 straight six. So it seems like the flex plate is broken. So we need to drop the drive shaft. In order to do that, we need to remove the center bearing bolts, the rear drive shaft bolts, get the drive shaft out of the way, then drop the dust cover with the converter, back the converter off. Then we've got 6 bolts around the motor, transmission to motor. Get those off, support the engine somehow, rather than just have it sit on the K-frame up here. It's kind of hard to see, I know. Get a little extra light in here. We've got a little bit of clearance there. Gonna have to undo these flex lines on the transmission fluid lines, plug them so I'm not wearing everything. Yeah, it's gonna be a fun afternoon. Fun afternoon of stuff that I really didn't want to do, didn't think I was gonna have to do. But when you hear the engine run right now, it is awful. Why don't I just show you the nasty noises that are coming out of this thing. Still got power hooked up. Just ran the car to back it in here. Had to kick Dad's out on the street for a minute. Give this thing fire. It's in park. You can hear that. It sounds so bad. When the buyer shows up to grab this car, he is not going to want it with the engine sounding like that. He's going to think that the crank's broken or something. I know it's just the flex plate. So let's fix it. I just thought I'd take a pause in this disassembly and show you guys what's going on here. You see that movement? The torque converter is still tight to the flex plate. And believe it or not, the flex plate bolts are tight to the crank. But I can move that flex plate a good solid 1/8 of an inch back and forth. And like I said, I had already loosened these, dropped this back, got in there with a wrench, locked the engine so it couldn't turn, and tried tightening this some more, thinking that they had just come loose. And they are solid in there, so the only thing that's left is disassembly. And I'm pretty sure we're going to find that it's broken in a couple of spots. I remember when I rotated things earlier, you could see that there's a crack, or a couple of cracks. Yeah, there we go. Try to get the camera a little closer here. If you can see right there, right where it joins the, right close to the bolt there, that is split in half. So I imagine what's happened is it's busted and it's spread open a little bit, just allowing things to move. So we'll keep at it, and we'll get this transmission dropped and see how it goes. So this is something I just haven't seen before. I'm not a strong Chevy guy, you know, most of you know that I'm a bit of a Mopar guy. But if I can get some light up here, you can see that the flex plate has broken in a six-sided shape all around those bolts. So that's why I could move it back and forth and still have those bolts be rock solid tight. Crazy, crazy. At some point that thing took a serious shock load. And if it was me, I'm sorry. I find it hard to believe this 6 could do that to that flex plate, but all the same, that's what's happened. So let's get those bolts out, get some Loctite, get the new one thrown in. Pay attention to balancing. And hopefully I have the same flex plate balanced the same way. Okay, there's our new flex plate, or good used flex plate. Replaced, torqued down, and threw a little bit of blue Loctite. You really don't want these bolts coming loose on you. It's quite a pain in the ass to tighten them. And you also don't want to use like red thread locker and make the next guy's life a living hell. So that should do. That'll be our fix, and our crank busting like noise is gone now. So we'll throw everything back together and fire it up. See how it goes. Easy peasy. Okay, that's everything buttoned up with the starter wires, which I think I'm going to do from above. Linkage all in. Previous guys that were in here, and I think it was the shop, had used a 3/8 hose for a 5/16 fitting for the downshift solenoid. I'm pretty sure that's what that is. And then they never hooked up the line to the vacuum up above. So we're going to do that next and see if we can get this thing to downshift a little nicer. Over here we got the lines hooked up. I don't think these are original. Some pressure lines they must have had built, shop built. I thought they would have been metal, but I'm not really a Chevy guy, so what do I know? Starter's all back in. So we just got to get up top and put those wires in. We can do that once we put it back down on the ground. So drive shaft is in. The center bolt nuts are tight. Drive shaft bolts at the U-joints are all tight. So yeah, we're ready to get out of here. Just gotta tighten those. I think I did the 9/16 already. Big power wire. So just gotta do the two little guys. I think they're left 30-second. We'll get that done. Put her on the ground. Start her up. Okay, let's test it and move it out. Bring Dad's car back in. That sounds better. Where are all the damn keys?
Hey guys, thanks so much for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed, and have a terrific week. We'll see everybody on Saturday for more of the... Is a regular contributor.
Same old shit.